And the problem is they can't jam it through because the Republicans control the House. So look, I mean, at the end of the day, people have to respect one another, and they can't have everything they want. We don't have everything we want with our spouses. We don't have everything we want with our children. I mean, that's just not the way it is. But somehow people go into politics and they tend to think, well, it's my way or the highway. Well, that's not life. And that's what they need in Washington. They need to get a life.
I mean, for me, it's simple. It's resolving the fiscal cliff and getting the US economy back into really strong growth. Because at the moment, you've got Europe pulling the world back, China, Brazil driving it forward, and America in the middle. And if we can just tip America back into really strong positive growth, that will be a great thing for the world and the world's economy, and solving the fiscal cliff is key to that.
The US have done already a good job to reestablish stability and to reestablish path to growth. Now, the only disappointment is that the growth is not as strong as everybody would like it to be. So the most important element in 2013 is to bring back the condition for a stronger growth in the United States.
Spur on innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. We believe in the power of small. 90% of the jobs that get created in the world, including the United States, come from small businesses. We need entrepreneurism in the country. We need the power of small. We need to get the fuel going again in the venture capital world so the innovators come out, they create opportunities, they create jobs.
That our society excludes many people from successful economic activities. And there's a whole array of different kinds of things they can do to bring people in. The first one, of course, is to find jobs for them. But then there's much more that can be done beyond that. We have a million people in prison. We have people who are ex-cons who are out there in desperate situations. We have children that could be educated better. Now, all of these things are kind of economic infrastructure things that I would like to see addressed.
Well, the first thing it has to do is ensure that the fiscal cliff, which in my opinion was deferred and not resolved, must be resolved. And then to continue with being able to deal with the partisan Senate and Congress.
For the sake of our children and our grandchildren, no doubt our debt issue. Making sure we start balancing revenue with our expenditures in a much more sustainable way for future generations.
The priority has to be achieving consensus with Congress on a consolidated plan to bring our deficit down over the medium term. I was disappointed by the deal that was cut in December. I think it reflected poorly on the leadership of the White House and Congress, to be honest with you. It was another 90-day punt, so to speak. They cannot afford to keep kicking this ball down the road.
Well, to us, it's clearly involved with getting our fiscal house in order. We cannot run trillion-dollar deficits ad infinitum. So clearly there was an opportunity with the fiscal cliff. I think we missed that opportunity. We addressed one of the levers, that was obviously an increase in revenue, but there has to be a concerted effort to pull down the spending. That's objective number one.
Clarity in terms of the budget, in terms of taxes, in terms of federal spending. The thing that's most painful is uncertainty. If you understand the playing field, you can make business decisions. When you don't know what's going to happen, it's difficult to make decisions.